Spyro is then hiding under, hiding in a sewer to avoid Jetvac. Eon here has their new mission for them. Forest is on fire, and now this is another big part in the episode where I feel in this certain circumstance, that was a mouthful. Spyro is definitely in the right, and Spyro, they should have acted on impulse here. But as Jetvac is their commanding, I guess, officer, they had to kind of listen to him. And he really wanted to read the manual for their motorized vehicles. I don't remember what they're called. And he goes through every single page, and it takes like 3 hours for him to finish reading this book. And unfortunately, that means that they did not get to the fire in time. So when they get to the fire, which will be in a moment, I'm not going to bother skipping ahead. When they get to the fire, though, they find out that the fire's not there, as in either the forest burnt down, or someone else, in this case these two, have already put out the fire because the people who complained about the fire had to call in for backup. Because, yeah, it was getting out of hand, and Skylanders were not there. So, yeah, and then Jetvac gets kind of put under blame here, because it is his fault, because he wanted to make sure that everything was perfect about their motorized vehicles, and they really didn't need to. They really didn't need to at all. And this is Master Eon talking to him about it, and just telling him he needs to kind of loosen up and not follow the rules so strictly. So Master Eon leaves, and then enter Kaos, and he hypnotizes Hugo here to take him to the last place he found the Core of Light's map, which was in like something at Skylanders Academy. It's what's his name? Secret Master Eon. I can't remember getting his name. Master Eon's secret room where you have to lift up his like beard head and whatnot. So, and then this here is him Jetvac apologizing to Spyro about everything that has happened, and that he should have loosened up a little bit. But he also explains how he had a bad experience once. He lost something dear to him, probably a friend, because they didn't follow strict rules, and that's why that is the reason why he is the way he is. And they forgive each other, and happy ending on that front. And this is Spyro being dumb, not realizing it's Kaos, and asking for free coupons because he's here. And he at some point even says something along the lines of, yeah, and before you go into the blah 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 room with hypnotized Hugo for whatever reason you want, do the lizard gizzard dance. It's funny. I like this section. But anyway, so eventually his hood will fall. There it is. And then Jetvac ends up tripping Hugo, not planning it. And then he says a comment, and they beat him up. And yeah. And then they're talking here about how, he did something he didn't follow strictly. And yeah, so that's basic wrap for this episode. You also find out something kind of important that can be used, I guess, in later episode knowledge. Boom Bomb. I don't know what his name is. Boomer. We're gonna find out in a second. Whenever it gets to that point. Come on. Oh, hold on, a bit too far.
Sounds great.
We have an attic? Dudes!
Professor Pop.
Professor Pop, there you go. Professor Pop was living in the basement of their little house here. That's where his lab is. Not useful for this episode, but it is kind of useful to know that, so in future episodes, you can know the location in which Pop Lab is if you're that curious. It's a nice little detail. And then to wrap up on Kaos's story for this episode, as see again, Glumshanks and Kaos's mother are all happy there, and then when Kaos comes in, she have to act all, annoyed. And that Glumshanks is just a slave kind of thing, which is dumb. But, moving on. Kaos is all like, oh, okay, can I just stay here now? I got beat up instead of a paycheck. And I was like, I just wanted you to get out, be part of society, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And, so she says, yes, you can have your troll back as well, blah, 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 blah. And then goes back to being Kaos. Okay. So that is season 1, episode 2, My Way or the Skyway. I hope you guys like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is give my little personal wrap up of the episode and what I liked and what I didn't like. So, the overall story, not bad for this one. If you're an adult watching this, you probably won't like it all that much because it's more focused upon children. This is obviously a children's TV show. But if you like Skylanders, you like it. But this is one of the episodes that's kind of thrown in there for fill. It's like a fill-in episode when they didn't really have anything else to do or anything else to fill in, like any big story plots. They use this one as a little filler. So I don't mind that too much. The Kaos storyline was kind of just thrown in there as well. His storyline in this one's really useless. If you like Glumshanks, then you may like it because it's good for him, I guess. But to be honest, it was kind of, for main story purposes, it was a spin-off and just a side story. Nothing super important because Kaos did not gain anything from it. The Skylanders gained some stuff, obviously, but it was more like inner things and working as a team and those lessons that they always learn. So, but again, I do like this one. I don't know what I gave it, if I did star rating or whatnot. If I didn't or did not give it any sort of rating, but I will. I guess we're gonna go with stars. I'll do stars out of 5 stars for these. I'd give this one a solid 3.5 stars. It was good, not the best, but it was good. So yeah, that is going to about do it for this TV show review. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Think it better or worse than episode 1's review? You think I should go back to doing it the other way? Do you think something should change? This is about as best as I think I can get it. Just simply because of YouTube and laws. I played a little bit of the audio here and there, but I'm never gonna just, because basically if I just were to play the entire episode with audio, even backwards, on screen, that's still breaking the law. So I'm not gonna do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know again in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video, Skylanders Academy wise or not. So, goodbye.